Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Great Circle, an upcoming animal survival game set in a giant African caldera. I'm TJ, the game developer, and I'm bringing you another live development stream where today we are focusing on adding a new playable character to our roster, the Hippo. This one everyone's been waiting for, and I'm very happy to get this into the game. So let me go ahead and just remind you guys, you can get everything you need to know about the Great Circle through the links and info in the description for this video. If you missed this stream, you can actually watch this as a video later on, so don't worry. If you have questions during the development, you can ask it in the chat as we're going through, and I will answer it as I see them. Also, if you missed the video and you still have questions, you can ask in the form of a comment below the video, so we will get to everyone. So I'm happy to be joining everyone and for you guys to be seeing this. This is a very normal process that I go through. I've got it down to a science. I'm going to add a new animal, put in some animations, and move around, and let's just see how it feels. How's it going, John? How's it going, Rylands? Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go right on over to our game screen here. Let's bring in my theme music. Okay. Alright, so first we're going to be adding the baby model. And this is very important because the next update will bring more playable characters in, but everyone gets to start as a baby and grow their way into the adult phase of their chosen animal. Let me make sure the audio is good on the other side here. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let's get started. So we're going to start with the walk. Uh-oh, hang on. Has no animation. What? That might be wrong. Let me delete this.
Elon's family Lester. Can I ask an animal question?
Sure, absolutely. Ask away, my friend. I'm going to turn the music down just a little more. By the way, animal questions, the most legit kinds of questions to ask here. Alright, so check it out. That is our walk. Isn't she adorable? Hippo's kind of cute.
Elon's family Lester. Do you think there will be porcupines and teeters in Aardvark? Sorry for my spelling.
Okay, so Aardvarks, yes, but it's gonna take a little while. Those are harder to find than other animals. If I wasn't mistaken, I thought the Aardvark was a type of anteater. I'm not sure, but yes to both of those because I thought the Aardvark was. And the porcupine. Oh, porcupine. Yes, actually, I'm very interested in porcupine. That's a different style of gameplay, man. You know, being a defensive animal, sort of like a turtle, but you know, basically your defense is your offense as well because you can use those quills. So I'm definitely interested in that, but you know, I'm looking for good resources to use right now. Alright, let's put in our idol.
I see you are using the common hippo.
Yeah, just the common.
Elon's family Lester. The hippo is so realistic.
Right? I figure, you know, we may not have the very best thing that we can possibly have, but you know, some strong assets with strong environment, strong music, just strong gameplay. I think that it'll make for a powerful combination.
Adam Apple. To me, it doesn't.
Well, maybe looking at it in game will make it look better. But we gotta start somewhere. And I think this is a good place to start. Hey, this is a huge improvement over the last Hippo. You wanna see what the last Hippo looked like? The last Hippo. Alright. This is the last Hippo. Or I should say the first Hippo.
It looks like a baby mixed with an adult.
I don't know. I thought they all look like... I've always thought babies look like miniature versions of adults. That was the Hippo that we started with, the first one. And I thought it looked okay. I know it looks kind of shiny and wet, but it's just, you know, I think the other one looks better. Alright, back to work here. Definitely, I think the animation looks good. The walking animation is nice. Look at the little ears. Alright, let's go to our run.
Adam Apple.
That seems a little fast.
I think the Hippo you are working on should be the baby.
Yeah, that's the baby.
Relon's family Lester. That means the Hippo is coming out in the next big update.
Yes, actually, that's exactly what that means. Surprise! You're gonna get the Hippo as a playable animal in the next update. And yeah, this is the baby model I'm working on right now. The next one that I'll work on will be the adult. Alright, that looks way too fast. How did that happen? That's the run. This should be top speed. Let me look at that thing. Oh, Jesus. I don't know how I did that. 100. Not sure how I made that mistake. Okay. That's more like it.
Adam Apple. Can't you use the old Hippo model that you used as an adult?
You know, I always like to let nothing go to waste, so we'll see. Like, I figured, like, maybe I can, like, use it as, like, a different, like, subspecies or something, if there is that. I've got to look into it. But, sitting, you know, standing next to each other, these two hippos, this one is obviously the superior one. There are certain things that I could do to the old one, like take away some of that shiny luster that will make it look better. So, I'm looking into how I can keep or continue to use the old one as well. But this one here is definitely, this is prime time. This is our new star. But it's always nice to see like variety. Like, I don't know the hippo subspecies off the top of my head, but if there are, it'd be nice to have the other one as a different subspecies. But since that one doesn't come with a baby model, maybe that's just like an AI that you might encounter, so it won't be playable. But this one is fully playable. Okay. Wait, let me see what this is. Okay, that's what that is.
Relon's family Lester. Your game is making me crying. It's so beautiful face with tears of joy.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And you know, every now and then I look back at the early work that I was doing for this game. It is completely unrecognizable. This game looks nothing like it used to look. So it's like, you know, started from the bottom, and now we're here. we're somewhere.
Adam Apple. There are some subspecies, such as the West African and the Cape.
Oh, you know what? I thought there might be a cape. I thought I heard that name before, a cape associated with a hippo. Well, that's nice. I'm gonna look at him and see what the appearances look like. I'll see whatever. I'll see what the old model looks closest to, and see if maybe I can make some changes. Oh, look at the eyes, little eyeballs, and see if I can make some changes to the old model to make it look more like that. And then
Relon's family Lester. And Pygmy.
we may. Yeah, I know about the pygmies. The pygmies, I want those too. I really want the pygmy animals. But yeah, maybe
Adam
we'll
Apple.
be able to get the old ones.
Cape buffalo, you mean?
Well, I know about the Cape buffalo. Is there a Cape hippo? Is that what you were saying? I thought you were saying there's a subspecies called the Cape hippo.
Relon's family Lester. Oh. Adam Apple. Yes.
Okay, well then that's what I'm talking about. But obviously I'm gonna look into that more. Of course, now it's more relevant than ever. Okay, let's continue.
Luis Gonzalez. Hello, how everyone doing?
How's it going, Luis? Welcome.
Adam Apple. The only subspecies I could think of are giraffes, Asian elephant, and leopard.
Oh, okay, those are animals that you know of with
Relon's
subspecies.
family Lester. I hope the release date comes soon. I had a dream about this game.
Oh, it is coming soon, actually. I do have some things I want to do as far as like basic functionality. That's been slowing everything down. That's really the bottleneck. But other than that, like, I'm happy with the animals, the animations and whatnot. So right now it's just a matter of getting some basic functionality to where it's not causing issues that I've been
Jordan
seeing.
Williams.
Then we'll
Is
be
it gonna
ready.
be on Xbox and mobile or only PC?
PC to start with. Right now we're supporting Windows 64-bit architecture. We're going to later expand that to 32-bit as well. And with the graphic controls, you'll be able to scale it down if you're on a slower PC. But we're also going to support Mac and Linux, so basically cover all the desktops. And we're going to... Is this standing still? Okay, yeah, I'm going to move this down. And then we're also going to expand to mobile, starting with Android and then moving to also the iOS as well.
Recent extinct animals like dodo and aurochs. Luis
Um,
Gonzalez. I seen a cheetah model and they had a baby cheetah too.
so a cheetah model. I don't know. I've seen a couple. I just am not there yet with what I've been seeing. But I've got my eye on it. That's one of those animals that it's like almost every day I go to my resources and I see if any of the artists have made any progress or come out with any new things that might fit into the game. Cheetahs are very important. And just, I mean, I'm so curious about how the gameplay is going to be when you're playing cheetah and you're running at really high speeds, chasing after something like a gazelle. You know what I mean? What's high-speed gameplay look like next to, like, maybe a slower animal like a leopard or a wild dog, you know? I can't wait. Lots of different play styles. Obviously, Hippo's a very specific play style as well. Hippos are probably most powerful in water.
The baby cheetah looked really good.
Oh, nice.
Jordan Williams.
And you know, I am very interested
By the
in
way,
getting
the
anything
otter
that
model
has
looks
baby
cool,
animals
swimming
as
could
well.
be fixed.
The otter model looks cool, but swimming could be fixed. Yeah, actually I'm working on swimming really soon. Like, the hippo is basically a confirmation that I'm fully committing more into the water work. The swimming is actually okay. For the otter, it's fine actually. The issue was with like the water and the way the animal was moving into water, and if it was turning on its animations or if the animations were allowing you to use swimming controls. That's the issue. The actual swimming is fine, but the issue of moving through water was the problem. But I'll be getting to that really soon. Been learning a lot more about water recently, and I'm pretty confident that I can pretty much solve that pretty quickly now. Let's see. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. Actually, I might get to do a little bit of swimming in this stream, so we'll see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a swimming blend space as well. I think we're done with this. Okay.
Luis Gonzalez. And they also had a male lion that was really good, but it was expensive. I think it was a little over 1K.
Yeah, we might have seen the same thing. There's an artist who their work on the lion, it makes me salivate. Like, oh my god. It's like, if only I had money to just drop on this lion, this would be the perfect freaking lion. I mean, the walk was great. It was grinning. Like, you could see like the like frowning and stuff. It was amazing. And obviously though, that there's a consideration with like how good one animal looks right next to another. I think that what I was looking at would probably fit really well into the game, but we'll see. We may have to start with a model that's not as good, you know, just to get us started. But I think eventually, what I was looking at, and even if it costs 1K, I think we could probably do a fundraiser and raise that if people see the quality of work that donation would go to. I think we can get that. But for now, let's make sure that all our base is in place. We're on top of all our P's and Q's so that the new animals can come into a nice stable game system. Let's get all this stuff done first. Okay, so now we're going to make a second blend space. Give me a second real quick. I'm gonna have to pass over some secret stuff.
It might be the same one that even had genitals, lol.
I mean, after $1,000, pretty much all the models have like genitals and stuff. It becomes worth it. I think the more you spend, the more detail you get. And even though I can't get it yet, it's like when I do get it, it's like I already know that's going to be worth every penny. It just looks so good. It's going to feel cool too. Part of the gameplay, I mean, part of what makes it attractive is not only being the animal, but feeling it, you know? Not just looking cool, but feeling what it feels like to run through the jungle as the animal that you choose.
Luis Gonzalez. LOL.
Okay, we're gonna do a second blend space. Give me 1 second, I'm almost there. Okay. Alright, what we're doing now is swimming. This is very easy. Here's our swimming. And here's our faster swimming. Wait, where's my thing? Oh, here it is. As far as on top, it's basically going to look the same underneath the water too. You know what? This lighting thing is bugging me when I turn the auto off. Maybe that's a little fast. Let's try 1.7. A little better to me. We'll go 1.5.
Seamus McMasters. Evening.
Evening. How's it going, Seamus? Okay, that's good. Okay, that's pretty much all we need for now. Don't worry, I'll take care of the turning and animations and stuff for those who are curious about that. Okay, let's save it. Next thing is we're going to need a blueprint. For that, we're going to go to our second screen here.
Seamus McMasters. I like M big, I like M chunky. Should be the stream title tonight, lol.
Big and chunky. We can call that one Little Chunky. We got the big one coming up next. Oh, actually, I need to do the blend space for the adult too. Let me grab the adult one. Just go ahead and get that out of the way.
Adam Apple. Why do you think that obscure creatures will likely not be in the game?
Well, they're a lot harder to find, first of all. It's not the obscurity. What you were bringing up earlier was... yeah, I like that. Well, it's not so much the obscurity. Number one, it needs to fit a kind of range that I'm looking for, which basically includes, like from the left side, native African animals, followed by established populations in Africa, followed by invasive species in Africa, all the way to exotics, which basically would be animals that don't live in Africa at all. However, there's a good reason in the lore for that animal to be there. So what is going to determine what an animal who, say, isn't like a native or an invasive species is completely exotic, what kind of determines that is if the lore allows for it, and number two, if we can get our hands on someone who has done the work on the animal. Because if we can't, that means we're gonna have to wait till we get some funding, and then we're gonna have to do custom work on custom animals, which we're probably gonna do that for every animal eventually, but in the beginning, that's basically what it is. It's not that I won't put obscure animals in. I like obscure animals, but extinct ones are hard to do. That's like an issue that I have to really look at which direction we're taking with the lore first, because I really haven't made a decision on that. But as far as like exotics, the obscure ones are much harder to get into the game right now. But there's a chance. There is a chance. I did hear about a bird that they thought was extinct, but they just found it in Indonesia recently. Like, situations like that are very interesting. Let me find... Here it is. We'll do the baby. Okay. Make sure I title this correctly. Don't want any more of those headaches with the naming convention. Hang on 1 second. Okay. There's a mosquito in here. Now, anyone interested in playing it as a mosquito? Probably the most deadly animal in there. Let's see here.
Adam Apple. Me.
Well, don't get your hopes up.
Relon's family Lester. Do you know whose fingers smell the most?
Whose fingers smell the most? I don't know if I want to answer this question. I feel like I'm walking into something here. This smells like a trap.
Relon's family Lester. Baboons.
Okay. That's safe. That was fine. I should have thought of that. How many animals actually have fingers, after all? Oh, good grief. Did I use the wrong skeleton? Yes. Oh, no, I didn't. I got the right one. Okay. Let's bring it up. Alright. Almost there now. My 15th time saying that. Alright, here's the adult. Here's our slow walk. Trot. Too fast.
Ellis Patel V8I. Hi.
Hey, how's it going, Ellis?
Adam Apple. Also, I can tell by the extinct and the wild creatures, like the black soft-shelled turtle, scimitar oryx, and the Wyoming toad.
Oh, 1 second. Okay. Okay, I have to slow this trot down. It's a little too fast. Now it's a little too slow.
Adam Apple. Now that's more like it. Relon's family Lester. Do you think Hyrax will be in the game?
Hyrax. Not sure which one that is. I'm gonna have to look that up in a second. Okay, I think I like that. About 0.85%.
Relon's family Lester. It's a small rodent.
Oh, okay. We'll see. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Adam Apple. Fun fact, Hyraxes are more related to elephants than to rodents.
Really? Not something you hear very often about a smaller animal. yeah, we need the adult swimming.
Adam Apple. Also relongs, you're wrong. Hyraxes are not rodents at all. Yes, they look like one, but they are not related.
I love how everyone is just so scientifically inclined here. Science is correcting everyone these days. You know, they found out more recently that Komodo dragons, people had thought it was bad bacteria in their mouths that was killing their prey. Yeah, they have bacteria in their mouth, but there actually is venom. They figured out they actually have venom in their mouths. And that was not known until like much more recently. I remember back when I was a kid learning about the Komodo dragon, I was like correcting people. Actually, it doesn't have venomous bite. It uses bacteria. That's what kills the prey over a long time. Well, now the scientists know even better. Okay. All right, let's see this big boy swim. Let me fix this lighting. Okay, and also, I forgot to do this on the other ones.
Thunderkill 3000. This looks so good.
It's not bad, right? Even got the little yawn mixed in there. This is gonna look good in the marsh. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna need another biome for this hippo, which is gonna benefit it more. I have been looking at making some rivers. That'd probably be the perfect place for it. Then we have our fast swim up here. Too fast. There we go. That even might be too fast. We'll leave it there for now. But if you're above water, this is what you're seeing. Use this as idle. Too often. Let's go with this. See what this does. These boys ought to be able to compete with the Crocs. What do you guys think? Okay.
Thunderkill 3000. Seeing that thing motorboating through the water is going to be terrifying.
Oh yeah. You know they're very territorial. I figure they can present another good threat to some of the other big animals. They can kind of chase the big ones away. So the rhinos, all you rhino players, these guys will be competing with you at the watering holes. Alright, time to move on. Let's go and start to work on our blueprint real quick.
Adam Apple. Not so fun fact, people in Komodo had to dig their dead extra deep, so Komodo dragon won't sniff and eat it.
Alright, this next bit is a bit like clockwork. Let me start to put in the values here. I feel like I should be working on that hyena with that kind of music playing. And just you wait till you guys get in this game and nighttime comes and you're trying to find some place to
Adam Apple.
sleep and be safe.
Will there be scars, like after you got into a fight with someone?
Yes, there will be. And if I have my way, if I can do it exactly the way I like, those scars will be permanent. And imagine at nighttime, you're trying to be safe, you're trying to find somewhere where you're not being haunted, and you just start to hear those cackling hyena sounds that whoop, whoop, you know how they go, and then you hear the laughter. And then you hear a lot of it, so you know they're rolling 15, 20 deep. If one finds you, you are done.
Relon's family Lester. Do you think that you can be prides like you can take females from a male? Will that be a mechanic? And do you think you can kill the cubs after you're done? Will that be a mechanic too? Adam Apple. What hyenas are you even using? Spotted, striped, brown, or aardwolf?
Well, we don't have any hyenas yet, but I definitely want the spotted ones.
Thunderkill 3000. Being eaten alive is probably most people's worst fears.
Ugh. Jesus, yes. The spotted ones definitely want. I actually am very interested in the striped ones too. The third one I haven't even heard of, but I'll be looking into it. But hyenas, along with lions, huge threat at night. So I'm definitely going to be depending on those animals to really create a completely different game when night time comes. It's going to be their world, you know? They have excellent night vision at night. The lions do, I mean. Let's see here.
Relon's family Lester. I'm sorry, did you answer my question?
Which one? B. Let me see here. Do I think you can? Oh, B prides. Like you can take a female. Yes. Well, basically, grouping is going to be a thing, so you can form prides. You will be able to challenge for dominance, and AI will be able to challenge you. So, you know, territory is going to be a mechanic, so you can go around marking territory by marking it with P, because we're going to have dung and urination as a mechanic. And the function of urination will be, among other things, to mark your territory. So you can mark territory by peeing and running around your territory, and roaring is just letting everyone know you're there. And yeah, you can fight for females too, because basically whoever let's say sequester, when like the AI that controls the world, and whoever it recognizes as the owner of a particular area will have mating rights. And I'm really still looking into how the mating stuff will work. Like, will it be player by player? In other words, when you're ready to mate, you can mate whenever you want to, or will it be like seasonal, to where you only mate during certain times that is allowed? Or can you have the right as the leader or the alpha of an area to mate, and you can only mate in certain areas if you control that area? I'm looking at all those possibilities, but we'll see. Definitely, I'm thinking about doing it that deeply.
Adam Apple. When I hear dung, this looks like a job for a dung beetle.
Yeah, and I was looking at getting dung beetles in the game too. That'd be really cool to just see them running around rolling balls of dung.
Relon's family Lester. I think it should be seasonable, like mating season.
Yeah, it may be that way. It may be all three. So it's like maybe some animals it's seasonal, some animals it's whenever you want to, and other animals it's a dominance thing. So we'll see. We shall see. All of them fun options to me. There are no bad options here.
Thunderkill 3000. Will there be extinct or non-extinct subspecies of animals playable as a type of class in game?
I don't know about extinct animals yet. That is going to depend
Adam Apple.
on the lore.
I hope dung beetle will be in it.
Primarily.
And if so, I will like to play as one.
Nice. Yeah, it's going to depend mostly on lore, and then secondly on, you know, the availability of what assets we might need. I can just see that would probably be a thing that we would need to devote some budget to once we have a budget, because extinct animals are usually, you know, you're doing custom work, because that's just not readily available. Why did I do it from here? Let me go to my animations folder.
Adam Apple. I will say dinosaurs will be 100% unlikely to be in the game, so I'll say aurochs, and tarpan will fit well.
Yeah, I would say that dinosaurs are 100% unlikely to be in this game. There are other games that probably will do dinosaurs better than I can. Alright, let's go to our walk.
Thunderkill 3000. What about a Barbary lion?
I'm interested in Barbary lions. I'm interested in different subspecies of lions in general. There's some interesting things we can do in the case of lions, where we can do things with the manes that can kind of signify a certain kind of subspecies and signify health. So I am interested in that, but I can't say exactly what will be and what won't be in the game just yet.
Sick.
But I'm certainly on the side of having him.
Adam Apple. I've been thinking in my head of creating a game where you can play as a Paleozoic and Cenozoic creatures.
Which time frames are those? Cenozoic I know is really, really prehistoric. Paleozoic, I have not heard of that before. We need a rule, and our rule is be going greater than 0.
Adam Apple. The game will be like Path of Titans, but no dinosaurs at all.
Oh, is this after dinosaurs but before humans, or is this really, really early human? Less than. Oh no, less than or equal to. You know what I'm thinking about? Since everyone's gonna be playing these baby animals and they're so cutesy wootsy, in the beginning, like if the musical selections can be a lot more like peppy, you know what I mean? Like maybe if you get like a Lion King feel.
It'll be different. I haven't decided on what the game should be called.
Well, that usually takes some time, but it'll come to you over time. Okay, I think this is good enough to get started. Let's go back to our event graph. You know what? Let me do the other things too real quick. Nah, you know what? Let me get it into the environment first. Use this as a template. No, I can't use that one as a template.
Adam Apple. Will there be a stress system?
No stress system planned at the moment. Oh, he's bigger than I thought. Look at him compared to the Atlas deer. I might have to scale that down. It's gonna be small enough to be cute. There we go, that's more like it. We still can't move yet because gotta link up the animations and whatnot. Oh, bless his little heart. Okay, let's, oops. Oh yeah, now we gotta make some adjustments to the blend space.
Adam Apple. How will entrance of the game look? Will it be like Path of Titans?
How will the entrance of the game look? Not sure what you mean. Do you mean like the loading screen or like when you first get into the game? I do have an idea for an introductory, like when you start a new game. But I'm not sure if that's what you mean.
Adam Apple. When you first get into a game.
Well, what I'm thinking is, let's say you click new game, you pick your animal, okay? Loading screen comes up. The next thing you see is nothing but darkness. What happens is you hear the wilderness and you hear a vehicle. And what's happening is you're being driven to the conservation area by a couple of conservation workers, and you're in the back of a truck. You're basically covered with a blanket or something, and they load you out of the back of the truck. Then they load you up with something that counteracts the sedative that they gave you, and you start to wake up. And as you're waking up, you know your vision's coming on, and you're starting to see your environment, and they're getting back in the truck. After they know that you're okay, you're getting up and you walk around, then they drive off. Just like a real animal if it got released into a conservation area. So some of these speed values are not going to work for him. The run's okay. Okay, but that speed isn't working. We got to make sure that he has the right animation on all three speeds. Real quick, let me check and see what those values are.
Adam Apple. Besides humans and worms being AI only, what else will be AI as well?
Well, basically there's going to be an AI version of everything in the game. In fact, it's pretty fair to say that everything in the game is first AI and then it's made playable. From the birds to the fish to the humans, everything. Although the humans I don't believe will ever be playable. There's a good chance humans will never be playable. But there's also sort of a chance that they might. I have conflicting views about humans in the game. The primary reason for them is to provide some kind of challenge and danger for the animals that get really big, like the hippo and the elephant and the rhino. Once you get full grown, nothing can touch you, basically. Nothing but a giant pride or a giant clan of hyenas. So humans provide a stabilizing balance to the game. But now if that can come with limits, for example, I can set up certain missions for humans, like instead of going around wanton killing everything with machine guns, what if they have to capture an animal so that they can sedate it and tag it for science? So I can see humans being playable if they're on scientific missions, for example. Like maybe they need to find a rare animal that a certain player is playing and they have to track one down, and there's a challenge in that. But it won't be like humans are just there to combat and just murder everything with guns, because that takes the fun out of the game, because humans are basically invincible with weapons. 225. 225 is our trot. Our Z-walk. Let's see here. Our walk is 112, okay.
Adam Apple. I rather not have a human being playable.
Yeah. At first, you know, I was basically 100% against it, but now I can see situations where it's okay. Like the thing that you fear most, I think, would just be humans who just go around and just murder everything just because they can, and it's too easy for them. But if you don't give them that ability, it could be fun. Like I also see a mode of gameplay where humans can just basically be like bird watchers, right? Like they don't go into the game with weapons, they just go in and they have a camera, and their goal is to like photograph as many different type of animals for like scientific missions, like I was saying earlier. Something like that. Like I can see humans as scientists being playable in the game. Have a harder time seeing the mercenaries or the poachers. Have a harder time seeing that. But I'm open to many different possibilities, as I have to be this early in the development of a game. I don't know from the start exactly what is going to make the game successful. I just know what makes it interesting in the very beginning. But I'm open-minded. I kind of have an idea of what will work, but I remain open-minded about a lot of things. Alright, our baby is walking at 149. So I guess we can switch. No, we should come down, is what we should do. 112, 115 was the... We'll go 112. Because then I have too many animals that walk at the same speed. Let's see. On second thought, I'm gonna have to fix that later. We're gonna have to bring the speed to him.
Adam Apple. Well, to me, poachers will be good, but having humans being playable is not my cup, especially the poachers.
Alright. Well, rest assured that nothing will be without balance in the game, so we won't have overpowered human players. There's going to be rules. If that were to be the case, like if we were to let human poachers be playable, there'd have to be some counterbalance that assures that things don't get out of control.
Relon's family Lester. I mean, humans can be AI.
Well, they're basically the only possibility is their AI in the beginning. But to make them playable, there has to be a very good balance theory in place. I don't have that, so as of right now, human poachers are not playable. But I'm interested in human scientists.
POZOKMC. Can we play it on mobile when it's done?
Yes, when we get to the part where we support mobile, you'll be able to play it on mobile, and mobile is planned, beginning with Android and then iOS. $306.
ASAN. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And welcome to the Great Circle. Alright, and then run for the sprint. I think a top speed of 445 is fair. I'll make it an even. You know what? 450. Just for now.
Adam Apple. Will it be on App Stores and Google Play Store?
Yes, when it supports mobile, then it will be in those two places, because those are the two only places that I can think of on mobile.
ASAN. I've seen this before LOL, but it's the first time I'm in a stream on the Great Circle.
Welcome. Here we are building the future. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's see. Here's our 225. Wait, so we're running 450 top speed. We're doing 150.
ASAN. That looks nice.
Thank you. I like this one. This one is nice and cute. Look at him.
Adam Apple. Will it be free? Grinning face with smiling eyes.
Well, for right now, it's free. Free to test it. I don't know what it will be by the time it gets to the Steam store. But I am very determined to make sure that whatever it costs when it gets to Steam, you're going to feel like you get your money's worth. So whatever it is, it needs to feel like it's worth it.
Relon's family Lester. When do you think breeding will be in the game?
225. Actually, I'm testing some early versions of that right now. But breeding, because it has a whole intricate system involved with, like, I'm going in depth with breeding. Like, you're gonna start with becoming sexually mature, then you're gonna go with what your animal's mating rituals are, whether or not basically you do mating calls and animals come to you, or you have to go to a mating area at a certain time of the year. You know, once you find a potential mate, you know, what's the mating like? It's probably going to take, we're going to have it to where you can't, it's not guaranteed that you're successful, so you may have to try it a few different times. And don't ask me right now about the mating animations, I'm not sure about that yet, but let's assume that all that's squared away. If you're successful, then your animal becomes pregnant, and then you basically have a clock ticking down till when you have to give birth, and then it's all about finding the right place to give birth to your young. You want to go somewhere where they're going to have access to water, where they're going to be safe as possible, where maybe you can get access to food without going too far from them, and that there is part of the gameplay, because there are a lot of wrong answers, and there are a lot of answers that animals figure out in the wild through just trial and error. So I think the player should go through that too. And then giving birth, whether or not you lay an egg or give live birth, Either will be a thing. Then you've got raising your young.
Will you add the cheetah? It is my fab animal.
Absolutely, cheetah's getting in there. Yeah, we're adding cheetah. I don't know when exactly, but we will add it. And then once your young are born, then there is the wonderful gift of parenthood, where you've got to take care of them. And here's where choosing the place where you give birth comes into play. Your babies can't travel, except for how far you can carry them. So either you bring food back to them, or you go and feed yourself, and you come back and then you wean them with milk, because some of the animals actually can feed their animals with milk until they're old enough to eat food. Probably a lot of the milk ones will just drink milk until they're old enough to eat food, but and that's going to be parenting. And then you raise them up till they can defend themselves. There's a whole thing involved. That's why I say in the Great Circle, survival is the first step of the game. It's only the first part. Survival is the part where you're growing up into an adult. Once that's done, there's like 75% more of the game to play. You've got all this other stuff. You've got mating, you've got forming family groups, you've got migrating, you've got taking over territory, you've got controlling resources, you've got escaping from poachers, you've got avoiding villagers, you've got all kinds of stuff.
Wait, this game sounds really fun. Like Wild Savannah when it's done. If you know about it, it's on Roblox.
Oh yeah, I know about Wild Savannah. Before I started this game, I looked around to try and find like examples of this. Like, has anyone made a animal survival game about African animals? And so that's the only one that came up on my radar. I didn't find anything else at the time. Of course, now I know about other ones like Analife, Animalia. What's that one with the sugar glider? That one. I think Simo did like a whole top 10 upcoming animal games last year. Found out about some of the others do that too. So I can see like some of them are just kind of springing up over last year. Let me see, we're walking out. Okay, well now it's easier to do this correctly. Okay, 115, 111, good. I want to slow it down anyways. Okay, let's go back to our Z-Walk.
Asan. The sugar glider once called Away BTW.
Oh yeah, Away, that one. That one looked funny. Cause I saw the sugar glider like dodging and knocking a scorpion on his butt. That looked fun.
Adam Apple. Ludicrous Stunning Fox, the creator of Wild Savannah, say that animals that are native to Eastern Africa will be in the game.
Oh, Ludicrous Cunning Fox, creator was. Says that. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think that's the whole premise of his game. I think it's he's strictly sticking to that. He's been doing a good job, actually, from what I saw. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, it's starting to look smoother.
How many animals in total are gonna be in this game?
When it's all said and done, I don't know. But hopefully it's over 100. Hopefully it's over 100 playables. I don't know though. Off the top of my head, I can't even tell you how many animals are in the game right now. But a lot. Like as far as the playables though, I'm not sure. Hard to say.
Asan.
It's good news though.
Well, I hope that's the case.
Me too. You think people won't eat me because I'm cute? I'm gonna give this thing the tail wag thing, so like maybe you can like if something looks like it's about to eat you, you can do the thing where you wag your tail and like have the little glisten in your eye, and then like maybe they go, "Oh, I guess maybe I won't eat them." And then you sneak away, just sort of plotting like one day I'll get big, and one day I will eat them. All right, this is okay, but I'm seeing some sliding, so we're gonna have to. Technically, what that means is you got to speed up the animation thing. Yeah, I think I'll go that route. Well, actually, maybe I'll just slow it down some more and see if that works. Oh, what time are we at right now? Hang on 1 second. Oh, 1 hour 19 minutes. Okay. I guess I can perfect this later. Just want
Elon's Family Lester. Testing It is another cool Roblox game.
Testing A? I've never heard of that. Look at him strut. Now he looks hurt. Okay, let's see here.
Elon's Family Lester. You should check it out, such okay. Adam Apple. Except Testing A is not an actual game.
Well, from the title, it sounds like maybe it's just testing. Let me see if the running feels right.
It's kinda like Wild Savannah.
Let me see if the top speed of 350
Elon's Family Lester.
Feels kind of right.
Just boring.
Feels kind of right. So what makes that game boring? If it's like Wild Savannah, what would be like the top thing or top couple things that maybe they should change, and what's making it boring currently? I certainly want people to have fun in this game. Oh snap! He just tried to hit me. I got too close.
Adam Apple. It's a work in progress game, so things will change. Elon's Family Lester. Not enough animals.
Oh, not enough animals. Well, I think we'll be okay on that. I think we're starting with a lot of animals. Okay, this kind of feels right. This speed here. Like, you don't want him to be too fast as a baby, because then he has nowhere to go when you want to speed him up as an adult. Uh-oh, got a little freeze here.
Sam. This game could be the best African survival game.
That's our
Besides
goal.
Testing A. Adam Apple. It will change the game soon.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to get that right, but I think the top speed feels okay. We'll come back to that later. All right, now time for the big boy. Let's get our big boy in here.
Asan,
Look at the
is that baby
freaking.
hippo?
Yep. Look at the giraffe. He tried to hit me. Good thing I didn't give him his attack yet, because I think he would have just yeeted me. In fact, I think I should give him an attack real quick. It's important that the big animals have some kind of threat, so that you don't feel bored by just the fact that you know you're going to make it.
Relong's family Lester. I hope maybe leopard breeding and more animals maybe in the next update.
The breeding may not be in the next update, but what may be in the next update is spawning in with a sibling or with a parent to look after you for the first part of your growing up. So we'll see. And the sibling system has been working pretty good. The parenting system has been working pretty good. Not where I want it to be yet, but it's pretty good. I at least have it to where if you say spawn, if you choose like baby leopard and you start the game, your mom's gonna be there, hang out with you for like a couple minutes, and then she'll leave the hunt. She'll be gone for like 10-15 minutes, and then come back to check on you, and just kind of go through that in cycles. It won't be as sophisticated yet to where like she's carrying food back to you, but she'll come back and see if you're being chased by foxes, for example. And if so, she'll chase them away. One second, folks. Real quick, I'm just gonna make the giraffe deadly. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I'm doing it. So if it wants to end me, it can.
Relong's family Lester. I was suggesting dinosaurs in Historia and let's say it was really humiliating.
Oh, why is that? Was it one of those situations where people are like always correcting you? It's like, oh, well, what about the Troodon? Oh, actually, the Troodon is not even in the right era. You know, maybe get your facts right before you suggest dinosaurs. You know, maybe be a
Hey,
real
Sam.
fan.
Will animals be able to fight each other like lions fighting for dominance or females?
Nah, these are just struts. Everyone's just gonna walk around and, you know, give hugs and share food. Oh, absolutely, it's gonna be deadly. Part of the challenge of a survival game is to actually avoid death by combat.
Hey Sam. Will Gary have a kick or neck slam?
Definitely a kick. I'm not sure about the neck slam yet. I want to have the neck slam. I was watching those giraffe
Elon's
fights on
family Lester. It's because I didn't read the template I was so humiliated.
Oh well, you know. You're not the only person who's ever overlooked reading something. Yeah, I was watching giraffes fight each other, and it's like, oh my god, they're so vicious. That's such a hard way to fight. They hit each other with their heads, but it's like they're swinging their necks so hard. It looks like they have just as much chance of breaking their own neck as hurting their opponent. Okay, good enough. Alright, now when he kicks me or hurts me, it will hurt for real.
Hey Sam. It's a deadly world out there.
100%. Survival of the fittest. Okay. Back to work with the hippo. Let's finish up the adult and we'll call it a stream.
Hey Sam. Are there alligators planned?
Yes, at least one species of alligator and mostly crocodiles though. But I would like the alligators in there too, for some variety.
Hey Sam. Have you heard of Cenozoic survival?
Yes, I have. I've even seen some gameplay. Look nice. Especially for a Roblox game. Three to work with here, that's good.
Hey Sam. They have kind of a sequel Cenozoic survival testing.
Oh really?
Hey Sam. It's way better.
Is it still on Roblox or are they switching platforms? Hang on one second.
Asan.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes.
Okay, so they're switching. Where are they going to? Unity? Unreal? Or are you saying it's yes, it's still on Roblox? Oh shoot, don't crash.
Asan.
I get that we about to
No, I
crash
mean
feeling.
they're still on Roblox.
Oh, okay. I have that we're about to crash feeling coming on. Oh shoot, we crashed. Okay. Let me see how much time we have left here. Well, I think we have enough time to finish the adult walk.
Asan. Oof.
Yep, it happens. Just gonna let it restart real quick.
Asan. Oh, nice desktop pic.
Thank you.
Asan. Let me guess, jagged for baby.
Oh no, that's a leopard.
I can't wait to see the wolf horses when they get added in the game running with the zebras.
Wolf horses. I'm not sure about wolf horses, but I do want some wild horses in there. Particularly, I was interested in Chevalier horses, but we'll see.
Asan.
I haven't gotten into the figuring out which are the right species, but
Family
definitely
Lester.
want some wild horses.
Wild.
Oh, okay, wild horses. I thought you were saying wolf horse. I was like, what is a wolf horse? Yeah, absolutely. Wild horses are coming in there.
Relon's family Lester. Dumb YouTube correction.
Yep. I have the same issue, except on my phone.
Asan. If you add aardvarks who did live in the savannah, will they eat termite mounts?
Yep. I have the termite mounds working, which is good. Right now, though, I'm using them for as ways for meerkats to find grubs. So anytime they see a termite mound, they dig into it and they grab grubs out. But they really should be eating termites out of those. almost back up.
Yeah, but I'm fine with that too, it's unique.
I'll be right back. Engine's almost reloaded. I'm gonna grab a little bit of tea.
San. I see myself supporting this game.
And we're back. Okay, let's get back to work here. Try and make a last 20-minute push very strong. Okay. Reopen our editors real quick.
San. Is that a baby rhino?
Where? On the previous screen, I think it might have been. Yeah, we do have rhinos. We have white rhinos. I'll show you in a second, actually. Okay, so we got it back up here. Whatever happened to my really slow wall? I need to perfect that first. Alright, let's get back to, we're doing the adult. Let's get the adult blend space back over here. Close baby for now. Oh, my adult might have gotten erased. Yep, we gotta do it again real quick. See how fast I can do it.
San. I love the animations. They look really good. I'm excited to see what this game will be like in the future.
Absolutely. It's a good thing we're starting from a place of good, because I think it can only get better. particularly, I want to see more biomes. Got 4 good ones.
Relon's family Lester. Baboons for Valhalla.
Baboons. He's coming over here to slay every baboon.
Asan. Olive baboons.
Oh no. Not again.
Maki Maki. May I ask what are the animals that are in the testing version?
Absolutely. I might as well answer some questions. I'm going to restart the engine, and actually what I'm going to do is skip the adult for now and see if I can get the baby to swim a little bit. So I'll end with that. So in the test right now, there's a lot of animals. Off the top of my head, hard to say. Let me pull up the pictures real quick. There you go, 1 second.
Relon's family Lester. I saw a video and a baboon took a newborn lion cub. The baboons took it up a tree for some fun time.
Well, we've got Atlas deer, we've got elephants, we've got secretary birds. We've got hippos now. Secretary bird. We've got rabbits. That's the old model, the new ones look better. We have red foxes. We've got crabs, a stick that you can carry and build a nest. We've got scorpions. We've got white rhinos. We've got leopards. Those are all the stages of development there. We got the infant, juvie, young adult, full adult.
Asan. That's a lot of animals and cool looking too. Maki Maki.
Don't forget the giraffes.
Hippos look cute.
Right? All the baby animals look cute to me. We got giraffes here. Those freaking things get big, yo. There's your territory fight. 2 leopards fought over it. Alright, let's see here. Looks like we're almost loaded back up again. Alright, so let's pick a biome. I think we'll go, for a little bit of testing, we'll go to the grassland.
Asan.
A little pond
Baby
there.
birds are gonna be cute.
Oh,
Maki
yeah.
Maki. So very good progress and looks in my opinion.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we do have some unique looks in this game. There's some things that are going to be a little bit hard to mimic. Like, I think the color palette in certain areas just looks great.
Asan. Wait, baby butterflies.
Yep, butterflies too. Specifically the monarch butterfly. These are all pictures taken in-game, so you guys can get this quality too. Is it still loading? Yep. Alright, so what I want to do is get to a pond.
Reminds me, are there gonna be hatch stages and also larvae for insects? Maki. I hope there will be a replay mode like the Isle to take pics.
Oh yeah, so actually there's a built-in photo mode. I'll show it to you in a second. And it works a lot like Ansel, NVIDIA's Ansel. Alright, let's find some water. So as far as insects, I'm not sure about how deep we're going with that just yet. I don't know just yet if we need to delete this. Don't know if like, well, the monarch butterfly is playable, but I don't know if we should have a caterpillar and cocoon mode.
Maki. Oh cool, I love Ansel.
Let's see here.
Asan. Oh okay. Asan, are you gonna make nests?
Yes.
Axoli Studios. Hippo.
I should say you guys are gonna make nests. So basically, like if you're a bird, for example,
Maki.
what you can do.
Will we be able to play as fish?
Undecided. Like if you're a bird, you can actually find twigs and sticks and bring them back to a certain area and build a nest to have your babies in. And something similar for like burrowing and stuff, except you don't have to collect anything to burrow. You just need to find like soft soil that you can dig into.
Was wildebeest in the picture? Sorry, I had to do something so I didn't see it.
Yes, wildebeest was in the picture. Wildebeest will also be playable in the next... Wait, I might be speaking out of school here. It's possible that wildebeest will also be playable in the very next version. I'm going to try to make the wildebeest playable.
Asan. That's super cool, so like exploring and quests?
No quest. We won't be doing quests in this game. What you will have are certain imperatives.
Maki. Will every animal have a special attack like Everma?
Well, the animals do have unique attacks, like horned animals can do horned attacks. A lot of the big animals kind of are big on kicking, both with their front legs and their back. And then some animals, you know, rely on their bite, like hippos or leopards. Special attacks, I'm not sure about that just yet, but there are things that certain animals do, like
Axoli Studios.
you could consider...
Path of Titans be like. Click button build nest.
Yeah.
The Great Circle be like. Find the twigs, you lazy idiot.
Correct. Find the twigs. Think like an animal.
Secondary attacks.
So as far as secondary attacks, so for example, what I'm working on, right, for example, is like the leopard's ability to like jump up to a prey and like latch on and like inflict bites until the prey can shake it off. And that will work similar to like if lions are doing it, but maybe not like foxes, jackals, or Ethiopian wolf, because they don't really have claws to grab on, but they can kind of run beside a prey and latch on, so a latch bite. So I'm looking at that, but we'll see. I would like to give all the animals as many realistic attacks as I possibly can.
Maki. I hope it's realistic when it comes into agility, cause IRL an elephant can easily turn around fast. Asan. Wait, can leopards climb trees?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah, elephants can be fast when they want to be. We'll see about how fast they turn in the game. I would consider them slow turners in the game. I would say they're relatively fast. If you're thinking about how fast the animal moves for its size, it's actually quite fast. But no, it's not going to turn as fast as like a smaller animal. And that's fine, because it's got all the other advantages.
I want to be monkey.
Me too, right? As soon as possible. Gorillas are going to be in the mountains. We're going to have baboons.
Will there be a rare chance that a character is made albino or melanistic?
Yeah, actually, yes.
Just thought that might be cool.
Yes, you're actually...
Elon's family Lester. Do you think there will be carrying prey up trees?
Yes.
Solely Studios. Rather than selecting it, it's more of a rare random chance variant.
Yeah, so as far as the rare thing...
that's gonna be so cool. Such I'm impressed of your game, maybe even more impressed when it comes out fully.
Thank you. Yeah, so as far as like carrying prey up trees, that's 100% confirmed.
Monkey people.
We're gonna be having it so that you can carry things up trees. Just I'm working on the climbing mechanic. The carry mechanic works. You can actually pick things up and carry them, including bodies.
Monkeys should be fast and able to climb trees. Also have high jump to maybe catch birds in air.
Yeah, I agree with that. And as far as the monkeys, like I really am interested in getting as many different monkeys as I can, including the great apes. So if we can get gorillas, that would be the ultimate. Chimps, baboons, colobus monkeys. Excuse me. Let's man. Okay. What was the other question I missed? Oh yeah, so as far as like mutations, right? Yes. So there's going to be a very small chance that you can get like a rare mutation, like a melanistic mutation, or like a albino. Or if you're a cheetah, there's a there's a mutation called.
Crocodile or a leopard.
There's a
people. I want to be monkey.
You're all gonna get.
Family Lester. Bless you.
Thank you.
Mocky. Can primates maybe be able to pick up sticks as blood weapons for more damage?
Yeah, actually, yes.
Team to know. Hippo. Yes, yes, yes.
I think I'm gonna have to lower him to the ground a little more. Oh, that water's a little too low. And he's a little too high. I'm gonna bring him up and bring that water up too.
Relon's family Lester. So much chatting.
Yes. It's more questions than I even can keep up with. So as far as the mutations, yes, there's a chance to get a rare mutation.
Mocky. FYI, the music is very loud.
Oh, it is?
Sam. Wait. Fishing. Axoli Studios. You know there's gonna be people who constantly remake a character to get rare variants.
Yeah, that's one of the complications that I have to take in consideration. But the overall goal of getting mutations into the game, that's solid. I want it. And for example, like not just melanistic or the albinos, but there's also a chance to get mutations like the cheetahs actually have a mutation called the king cheetah mutation, where it's like their fur has stripes on the back and it just looks different. It's the same species, but it's like it's just a rare thing that you see. So there's a chance for that. There's also a chance to get like certain subspecies of lions.
Is there gonna be fishage?
Fishing. Oh, fish. Yep. There will be fish and the ability to catch fish.
Team to know. How dare you stream an hour of Hippo without me? You know I love Hippo. Team to know. JK.
Welcome, welcome. Now you have your Hippo. And you guys are gonna get to play it. Let me turn these turbulence to 0.
Maki. Will there be perks like speed perk versus health perk?
Absolutely. It's a big feature in the game is the fact that each animal's stats, even if they're at the same level, can be completely different. Never gonna have the exact same experience when you're developing an animal, and two animals that reach the same level may be completely different in terms of, well, one animal is much faster, one animal has much more health, one animal has much more defense. It just depends on what you prioritize. So there will be different stats and perk points.
BOI.
And different perk points. So there are points that you can get that you can choose to devote to certain things that you want to do. So if you want to buff your stats in speed, you can do that. If you want to buff your health instead of defense, you can do that.
Team to know.
It's all up to you.
It look awesome, I'm so happy.
And it's gonna play
Maki
even
Maki.
better.
Cheetah go zoom but only for a little cause, poor stam.
Cheetahs, I'm so interested.
Axoli Studios. Might be cool to add mutations that could help them in a different environment. For example, a crocodile who is sandy yellow to help it hunt on land.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's the thing about mutations. Some of these mutations will be rare.
Wait, they'll be ostrich, right? Ostrich is top 3 fav animal IRL for me.
Yeah, absolutely there will be ostrich. And we're testing with the cassowary for that kind of gameplay.
Studios. Speaking of crocodilians, will we get alligator snapping turtles?
Already in the game. Yep. Alligator snapping turtles. And ostrich, yes. I'm very, very, very interested in the ostrich, just like the cheetah. We gotta have something to compete with the cheetah other than what's it called? The Thompson's gazelle. Those are some of the fastest animals, but ostriches are extremely fast too.
Relon's family Lester. I'm gonna hunt a baby wildebeest away from the herd, haha.
Well, that's the time when you gotta get them, man. They when you see herds traveling through, because what'll happen is sometimes you'll see sometimes you'll see the AI off by themselves, but like sometimes you'll see them gather in herds. If you see one wander and the rest of the herds don't like corral them back, you know, that could be your chance to get one.
Team to know. Did you see the animal I suggested? It's very weird animal.
I don't know specifically what you mean, but I think I might have seen it. I definitely went through the suggested animals recently. But you have to tell me here, or else I gotta look. Okay. So we're walking in for now. Let's turn on the swimming mode, and we're gonna have to make him buoyant. Well, I got ripples, at least that's working.
Axoli Studios. Innocent baby trying to drink. Tiwi-hee-hee. My Nile crocodile in the water.
Oh.
You thought you could escape. Maki. Will we get zebras in that weird mix of zebra and horse?
Yep, you will get zebras, and you will be allowed to mix herds as much as you want to. That is up to you. I think it'll be really cool to see the zebras and other horse-like animals just running around together. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna have to use my other animal as a base, or as an example for swimming, because I did have that working on the other one.
San. Are there gonna be warthogs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We don't have them yet. We do have wild boars right now. They're not great, We need to improve those too, but definitely we want some warthogs. Gotta have some pumas running around. And those are kind of a challenging animal for animals like leopards. It's kind of like high risk, high reward situation.
Will crocodiles be able to make little burrows and stuff? And will fish be attracted to the alligator snapping turtle tongues? Team to know. Babirusa was the animal I suggested. Maki. IDC about which is best for fighting. I just know ostrich and elephant will be my main animals, and also crocs of course.
Well, we got one of the two there.
Vultures?
Vultures, absolutely. We do have one of your two favorites in already. We got elephants. And as far as that animal, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure I saw it because I went through it. I did look at a lot of the recent stuff people posted. But I can't say what's in and what's not in just yet right now. Right now, there's much more of a focus on like gameplay mechanics and the main animals getting in. Once that is established, I'm going to go back over some of those animals that are not in right now and figure out what the priority is going to be as far as getting the other ones in. Some of them are going to be easier to get than others. And some I could get now if I had money, but we'll see. Okay.
Maki.
I think this is going to work.
Elephant is playable RN?
Yep. There's a little taste.
Asan. Eating fruits from trees?
Absolutely. Why not? Elephant's playable, just we got some issues to work out because he's not moving.
Axoli Studios. I'd suggest Axolotl. Main problem with that is that Axolotl would constantly be suffering in this environment.
Oh, is that right? Alright, let's see if this guy can swim right out of the box.
Maki. Elephant so cool. Diff from any other animal.
Oh yeah, here's the thing that I was talking about. So like, the in-game photo mode that's built in, like you can use a screen recorder if you want to, or screenshots from something that you have, it's fine. But you also have this. Trample damage is in, just got it working. Every animal can trample to over a certain, over weight 2.0. So even if it's like a small animal like this, if the animal is smaller than me, I can trample it and cause some damage. Alright, so here's the photo mode. Basically, you just press P. Photo mode comes up. Now, it's usually too bright at first, but all you do is just turn the exposure down. Right, and you can move the camera around. It basically stops time for you.
Myself. OMG, look at that little fatty smiling face with heart-shaped eyes.
Absolutely. So your character freezes in motion, everything else around you is still moving, like the grass is moving, other characters are moving. But that perfect shot that you want, you can just get it. You snap a picture.
Team to know.
And it'll save it in the folder.
So cute, I'm gonna die LOL.
Absolutely. And it saves it in the saved folder, in your game folder. So you can get those pictures and share them online if you want to. Alright, let's see if the swimming works. Oh, not yet. And he's flying. So I basically have to reverse this.
Dumbling. Store myself. And Mama Hippo would mail sure you would die LOL. Axoli Studios. Going back to the animal variant thing. Will there be different variants for different subspecies?
Absolutely.
For example, endangered subspecies of rhino. Let a comment. Discord link expired for anyone else? Maki. Hippo's so fast but so chunky. Will there be a disadvantage of having full stomach?
That's not the actual speed. I'm adjusting it still, so I'll have the
Yes,
hippo
the rare
speed
flying
much better.
hippo.
Absolutely, that is a once in a lifetime sight. See a hippo fly. Yeah, the rare subspecies is a different question from can you get a rare mutation? Can you get a rare mutation? Yes, eventually. Subspecies, I hope so. Eventually, it kind of depends on an animal by animal case basis, because some of the animals we will be able to get the right assets for, but some of them are gonna basically have to be like a commitment to where we have to do every single thing custom from scratch ourselves, because some animals are so rare. None of the artists that I currently go to for stuff have worked on them, so, and they won't work on them unless it's for commission. So that's why we would need to get a budget and devote some of that budget to certain custom animals.
Axoli Studios.
But we can get them eventually.
Will NPC hippos and rhinos be aggressive?
Some will. One thing that I'm doing is having personalities, so it's like not every NPC giraffe will go after you if they think you're a threat. Some will run away. And sometimes if they're in a herd, only the alpha male will go after you.
Maki. Will there be a super rare chance of getting invasive species similar to the animal you chose?
Well, actually, yes. Certain animals are already in the game that are invasive species, such as the alligator snapping turtle, and excuse me, and just certain other animals. So that's not a barrier. Basically, we're accepting number one.
Working on Moto.
Absolutely. The first thing that we want is native African animals, followed by established populations. So sometimes animals are not native, but there's so many in there that they are basically African. Followed by invasive species, and then the smallest section of our roster will be exotics. So animals that have no business being in Africa, but the lore supports them being in there. So there's a good reason. In other words, I will never put an animal in without there being a good reason supported by lore, and without it being a balanced entry. So I'm not going to put in like a tiger that completely dominates everything, for example, unless the lore supports a reason for the tiger being there and it fits into the environment to where it's balanced out with some kind of competition.
Maki. Invasive species should have major advantages as well as major disadvantages.
Well, let me give you the first, let's say we're talking about exotics. Exotics are rare. People want them. For example, a tiger would be exotic. Now, here's something you have to worry about if you were to get your hands on the tiger, right? Let's say we put the tiger in a game. It's exotic. Let's say it's sandbox and you just pick it.
BBR.
One thing you got to worry about that you
BRB.
don't as a different animal is, since you're an exotic animal, poachers want you and poachers are looking for you. Poachers aren't after animals that are common in Africa. Poachers want rare animals, so you would have a threat that other people don't have, and that's a way to balance the game. Let's see here.
Axoli Studios. Speaking of tigers, will ligers be a kind of rare variant?
It would be.
When you will fix turn animation?
Eventually. It's not that much of a priority yet, but eventually. I definitely want turning animation for everything. Some animals don't really have turning animations because the artist didn't make any for them, and I don't know why. It's just sometimes the artist does it, sometimes they don't, and that's why some animals I can't get, because it's like some animals, like maybe the model looks okay, but it's not rigged, it doesn't have enough animations, and I'm not like a full-fledged animator myself.
Hippo animations looks really good.
But the barrier for entry is not perfection right now. Things don't need to be perfect. It just needs to be something that I can work with. So eventually I know I can get the turning animations in there myself, which is why I got the animal.
Maki.
So we'll get it.
Will there be various eagles and birds of prey that can pick up small animals and drop them to death?
Absolutely.
Sauce 2. Moto head goes down a bit too fast to eat grass, but I hope this eventually gets fixed.
Is Moto your nickname for the hippo? Is that what you're gonna call your hippo? I kind of like that name, Moto. It reminds me of Machu. Swimming mode, that should be the driver. What time is it? Oh, I'm over by 13 minutes. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to perfect the thing during this stream, but I wanted to give you guys a good look at the hippo. And there's going to be more.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's going to be more. The next time you see the hippo, it's gonna look better.
Give me lemur yuwu.
It's gonna walk better. Everything's gonna be more accurate. But this is how the animals always look when I first put them in. They need adjustments, but eventually they'll come out looking real smooth. So.
Axoli Studios. Moto variant with beefed up defense and attack. Confirmed
Absolutely.
2021.
Moto. Well, the stats are all up to you guys. You guys choose the stats that you want to buff.
Have you seen Madagascar the movie?
I have. It's been a long time, but I've seen it. You know what'd be cool? Let me go to the marsh real quick. Because even though I don't have the swimming working yet, you can kind of see him walk through the ripples. So that'd be kind of cool to look at as a way to end the stream. I'm going to switch maps. Moto. There's something about the double what's the word for it? Alliteration names that make them a little cuter if you're talking about a baby. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna go to the marsh. That is south. So I'm just gonna walk through.
Copy and paste this.
Here we go. We might actually see some other animals spawn in. And it's a good thing fall damage isn't a thing yet.
Studios. Gonna go for an attack and speed based Nile crocodile mainly. Attack and defense alligator snapping turtle as well. Team to know.
It just spawned in right now.
The switch between speeds is a little awkward RN.
Yeah.
Maki.
It's because the animal's fresh.
Cheating for elephant name.
That sounds like a good name. Yeah, all the animals look awkward when I first put them in. That's because they haven't been adjusted yet, but we'll get it. How you like this? You're gonna have floating logs and debris in the water eventually. This isn't technically floating, it's just sitting here, but it has physics, so you can move it. It has its own ripples. I want to do one extra thing real quick. Let's just load it and just have the nav mesh and ready for the animals to use. That's why they weren't moving. But this is the environment that I can see like crocodile players doing really well in. Not just crocs. Hippos would do really well over here too. They do better in deeper water, but they could do well here. Oh, and I'm gonna make it so that the hippos can walk underwater too.
I'd love to stand on a floating log as a bird while a croc waits for me to fall in.
Well, if you're a bird, it's not really that big of a risk.
I'm
You'll
in a
just fly
public
away.
playable game RN. Axoli Studios. Thanks for sharing this with us. Such joking.
No problem. Thanks for sticking around. We're basically almost done with the stream. I just want to show one more thing.
Still out for your blood in Path of Titans.
Come and get me. Many players are trying to hunt me down. I've done many things in my past life, but I'm different now. I'm building a conservation A paradise for animals everywhere. I call it the Great Circle. Okay, we're almost there. 4,000 left.
Maki Maki. Maybe feathers can get wet and have debuff for wet feathers.
Yeah, they'll have wet mask on all the animals eventually, so when it rains or if you get wet, you'll look wet.
I still want a 1v1 you.
A lot of people do. We'll get there. Here we go. Let's do it.
Axoli Studios. End stream.
Almost there. Alright. That's kind of my solution. Since swimming ain't working yet, just make the water shallow.
Axoli Studios.
Oh my god, look at the tree.
I'm so excited for the release.
Look at the tree. Let me reload that. Jesus. The tree doesn't know which way to fall.
Sasa2. What's your favorite thing about your game so far?
Oh, I don't know. I love everything. Jeez, I've never seen it do this before. And I'm not just saying that. Look at it. Why is it not falling? That is interesting. Is it like too deep or too shallow? Let me raise it up off the ground a little. Oh, that might have been it. It's like a ghost.
Sasa2. How
Yep.
come Hippo looks so small?
There we go. It's a baby. That's a baby hippo.
Axoli Studios. Mobile release is gonna be hard though. Probably.
Well, it's looking easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm optimistic about mobile. Alright, let me do one more thing. I want the visual of morning at the marsh with the hippo real quick. So I'm going to go to my day-night. I'm going to set it to, let's do 6:30? Wait, where is the start? That's right, that's
Maki
correct.
Maki. Baby Croc spam Galaga sounds.
Here we go. Alright. Alright. Feast your eyes on this.
Axoli Studios. Graphics seem like the main issue on mobile release.
Yeah, but that's why I was successful in putting in the graphics settings. So now you can turn that down.
Can we see something size compared to Hippo?
Yep, you're about to see something really soon. You're about to see a... Thought something came in just now. Let me see. Let me take a look around. Oh, something over there. Well, there's a big tree compared to the little baby hippo. Next time I'll have the adult NPCs ready. There's a giraffe over there. I guess it's not a real good comparison. Let me see. Giraffes get so freaking big. That's a very young adult. It's like a juvenile. And that's a little baby. Look at the little baby giraffe over there. Did they have their own ripples? Yeah, he's rippling. Not very much, but he's rippling.
Maki Maki. The little baby hippo's so adorable, I'll give it a hug.
Right? We're friends now. Yo, I think he's trying to hit me.
Sausage.
Nah, he's walking
Only
to
the
the
baby hippo is done. Team to know. BTW the Sarco is gonna get nerfed. Axoli Studios. When mobile release and multiplayer come out, I'm gonna be snapping some legs with Nile Crocodile.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna stay out of the marsh then. I won't come to the marsh except when I'm Secretary Bird, that way I can fly over and see where you are
Axoli
first.
Studios. Will the game be free for testers? Out of curiosity.
Oh yeah, the game is free for you guys. Right now it is. Which you can get it in the Discord. This version is not available
Such
yet.
King will be baby hippo king.
Oh yeah.
San. I'm back.
Yeah, the in the Discord you can access version 1.5, but version 1.5 doesn't have this much stuff in it yet. So version 1.6 will have a lot more stuff. Oh shoot, look, I got too close to the adult. He tried to hit me. Now they're running. Dude, they're zooming, dude. I need to slow them down a little bit. This is more realistic speed right here. Here we go. This is the most realistic running through water speed that I can think of for a hippo baby.
Sausage is dedicated servers in development.
You could say it's upcoming. It's I could say we're definitely going to be able to do it. Where basically it's just going to cost some money. So basically part of the fundraising is going to be for dedicated service.
Next episode of Sucho King, breaking Sarco legs with my camto.
Dear God.
San. What did I miss?
Alright, well we are at the end. If you missed the stream, don't worry, it is up as a video. You can watch it on my channel, Suco King, or the official game YouTube, which I encourage everyone to go to the official game's YouTube and follow that. You can get to that through the links in the description. We've got an official YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. There's basically an official presence for the Great Circle now, basically everywhere. Follow all that, and definitely join the Discord where you can get notifications about all the new stuff that's happening. You can also play the game in its current state. It's kind of limited. It's 1.5 right now. The next version is going to have more than just Secretary Bird that's playable, but right now you can kind of get a feel for some of the stuff that's in the game. Testing is free. Eventually we will get to Steam, and that's where we will be charging for the game. I don't know what the price will be. I'm only worried about making sure that the game is worth whatever it is priced at. So I want everyone to feel like their money is worth it, and I want, above everything else, this game to be great and for everyone to be having fun. So eventually we will get there. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. You've seen me add the hippo. Basically, it's all very rough, but what happens is it gets smoothed out over the next few days while I'm working on the speed, the swimming, all that good stuff, adding all the basic functionality that all the animals have to the hippo, and it's going to end up looking great. It's going to be fun. Let me just make sure I wasn't missing any more chats or questions. If I missed any questions, sorry about that. You can still ask them underneath the video as a comment, and if you missed the stream, you can still ask questions underneath the video as a comment too, and we will respond to those directly. So thanks for joining me. It's late. I'm going to continue working, but you guys make sure you go ahead and get some good rest. And the best thing you can do for the Great Circle is share it with friends. Let everyone know that this game is in development, that we're going to try and make it as good as we possibly can. And stay tuned, folks. All right, you guys, take care. Have a good one.